because they didn't have it at that time. But these rings here are very symbolic. So, for example, if you take a look at this, this commemorates the Lakers' triangle offense. So if you take a look here, there's a triangle in the middle with the purple amethyst, which, of course, is the Laker color. And if you look very closely, on each side of the triangle is the word back. So it's back, 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 because they won 3 straight championships. So on the side here, then, of course, in the field are 3 other smaller triangles that commemorate each one of those championships. And in the background are these yellow diamonds, of course, because that's the Laker color. On the bottom here are 8 diamonds. And these 8 diamonds commemorate the 8 NBA championships that were won with Jerry Buss as the owner of the Lakers.
I see.
The 3 on top, there are 3 here and 3 here, and those are the 6 championships that were won before Jerry Buss Dr. Buss became owner of the Lakers. Of course, 5 of those were in Minneapolis, 1 under Jack Kent Cooke. And then here it says, Lakers World Champions.
And I see it has your name on it, too.
Yes, on one of the sides is my name, which actually is very, very good for the family, since my brother can also use it.
Right.
And then there's the NBA logo here. And then there's 15-4, which was the Lakers' record in the playoffs that year. And here is the Lakers' regular season record below that, with 58 wins. On the side here, it says LA Lakers. And it has a microphone here. And the reason why this is a little bit meaningful, at least to me, is because this was the last championship that was called by Chick Hearn, who actually passed away shortly thereafter. And on the side is not only his microphone, but is the term slam dunk. And the reason why that's there is because, you know, we take it for granted, the term slam dunk. It's just a slam dunk, right? But to show you we're talking about genius and so forth, but the impact of American culture, slam dunk, which is so well now today, is just part of our lexicon. The term slam dunk was actually coined by Chick Hearn. He's the one who came up with slam dunk.
He coined a lot of terms.
Right.
And that's so symbolic.
So that's why that's there on the side.
Right. Yeah, at the break we were talking about, you know, how impressive this ring is.
Yeah, it's big and beautiful. I mean, I would be so proud of it. Do you wear it every day?
Not really, because it's so heavy that you start realizing that you have, like, you're wearing a very significant weight on on your finger.
Hey, if you think it's too heavy to wear every day, I'll help you with them.
Yeah, me too. Take the load off.
But another thing on the break we were talking about, prior to you said the hip-hop era, the ring was a lot smaller. Like the Magic's era, their ring was a lot smaller than this one.
Right. If you take a look back then, it just wasn't the same. People didn't think that much about, you know, the ring. It was obviously these rings here. When we talk about bling bling, we're essentially saying, well, it's an era of attention getting. You know, you want to go out there and do that. But if you look back in 79-80, which is the first year that Magic Johnson won his first championship with the Lakers, you know, we didn't have that. And what people I may or may not remember is back then, the NBA Finals were not even shown live. They were like on tape delay, right?
It's changed so much.
It's changed a great deal. And a lot of the games were on tape delay. I remember my dad would say, hey, you know, go to sleep, and then we wake up, because at 11:35 after the local news, we would watch the games. And so obviously back then, the Lakers and NBA basketball is not the same. Before that time, the NBA was really struggling as an enterprise. I mean, it was a very, very, it was certainly the least popular of the so-called major sports in the U.S. And there were teams that were financially in trouble. But 1979 was a big year. It was really a turning point of NBA history. And it will always be the turning point in NBA history. I mean, 20 years from now, 30 years, they're still going to talk about 79. Why? Because 3 things happened in 1979. One is Irvin Magic Johnson came into the league. The second thing was Larry Bird came into the league. So it energized once again, one of the greatest rivalries in the NBA, which is the
Definitely.
Celtic-Laker rivalry. And the third thing that happened in 1979 was that was the first year of the three-point shot. We didn't have the three-point shot before then. And that was the first year where that came in. So there are a lot of things that happened in 1979 that set the stage for what basketball is today.
Right. I mean, can you imagine not being able to watch these games live now? Right?
Yeah, because you just watch ESPN and you get the score, then
Yeah.
you don't
And then
feel
with
much.
March Madness, I'm getting excited for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gino, tell us about, I mean, how do you qualify for a ring? Can me or Marissa go qualify for the
Yes,
next
please.
one?
In the Laker organization, there's certain things that are important. And I remember one time I was talking to the Lakers about this, and every organization, you should understand in the NBA, always has usually has a very, very bright line between basketball and business, which is two different things, right? It's like being a journalist. You don't want the business side to tell you what to report on, right? So that's the same with basketball. The basketball people don't want the business people to tell them what to do, right? So if you talk to the basketball people, they'll tell you, what's the most important asset for us? Is it our logo? Is it our arena? Is it our merchandise? And they'll all tell you, no, the most important asset for us is our players. So player development, again, we go and we kind of circle back to it. That's the most important thing. So when you're there and you're the person that has at least had a meaningful role of helping them develop their players, then that's something that's that's special for them.
Right.
And you're talking about player development in sport. And I asked you during the break, is these players also get paid, but they don't get paid a lot. But it's a stepping stone to NBA. You said something about 60 players actually have came from the development.
Right.
Onto the NBA.
Right. Over 60 players in the NBA today have had NBA D-League experience. And if you ever see a D-League game, it's exactly like an NBA game. And here's what I mean by that. I had a conversation recently with several very, very well-known and respected NBA coaches. And they always tell me that the game between college and the NBA are so different. I had a call the other day about a college coach that we had actually interviewed for our position, and we didn't actually hire. But the NBA is a significantly different game than the college game. For example, the college game doesn't have a 24-second clock.
Right.
And that's very significant. That means you have to get the shot up very, very quickly. And so the game is different. Our game also has a three-point shot that's much farther than the college shot. And if you take a look at international, the way they play basketball, generally speaking, it's always dribble, penetrate, come in, and kick out to your shooters that are lined up around the three-point shot. The NBA is not like that. The NBA wants to go inside out, not outside in, and back out again. And the reason why you can get away with that in the international game is because the international shot is like a mid-range jump shot. It's not like the NBA shot, which is so far out. So the game is different. And a lot of the college players, I can't say all of them, of course, but a lot of them, if you go out there and you try to take a jump shot from where the college shot is and take a jump shot from where the NBA three-point line is, and you'll see this is a significant difference.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, the lane is different and so forth. And in college, you also don't have the defensive 3-second call, which we have in the NBA, so it's significantly
A lot
different.
of differences.
Well, unfortunately, out of time, but I do have one final question I want to ask. The development, are they open to the public for viewing?
Yes.
Or
You
spectate?
Yeah, you have to obviously get a ticket. The Laker one's a little more difficult because their team plays in Staples Center. So therefore, if you don't have a Laker ticket, you can't really watch them play, and they play before the Lakers. Not every home game.
Where they can get the schedules and where they can purchase a ticket.
NBA.com.
NBA.com.
Go to NBA.com. You'll see at the top. You'll see D-League.
And you'll be able
Awesome.
to see the schedules and buy
Yes.
a ticket and go watch.
Yes.
We should definitely
Okay.
check out some games.
We got to go and support Gino and his team. So remember, go to NBA.com and look for what's the name of the team?
Our team is actually called the Anaheim Arsenal, which then we actually sold to the Springfield team. So now, and Springfield is historically relevant because Springfield is where Dr. James Naismith actually invented the game of basketball.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.